Elevate TV, advancing kingdom lifestyle.
Well, a good evening, a good morning, even good afternoon from wherever you are. Thank you very much for joining us on The Defining Moment. Always a pleasure having you. My name is NDIEMA. On The Defining Moment, we bring people who have a testimony to share. Some, it's a redemptive stories. Others, probably they went through a near-death experience. For others, God has restored them. But out of it all, we get to draw some hope that Christ is working in the lives of His people, so that you can get encouraged to know that God is also working amazing things in your life. Karibu sana. Today I'm with a renowned radio personality, Mercy Mbone, award-winning radio personality. But getting to where she is, and she's still growing, it has been a journey and a half. She loves the Lord. And she's gone through so much. Oh my goodness. One person going through all that, you cannot say anything else but say God is good in everything. All right. So karibu sana. You can also share your story. Go to our social media pages at Elevate TV Kenya. It will be great to hear your story so that you can share it and be a blessing to the world. Masi, karibu sana.
Asante.
Nasikia tu kuongelesha Kiswahili manake wewe ni mtangazaji wa Kiswahili.
Umezungumza Kizungu nikashindwa nitaweza.
Kizungu unaweza pia. Sasa wajua Kimombo, Kiswahili unakizungumza vizuri. Hebu tuseme tu sasa tuko kwenye studio, radio studio. Hebu tupatie hiyo scenario, muziki umeisha, ni muziki wa Mercy Masika. Sasa wewe unaingia na kipindi chako.
Wow, okay. Kibao kinachoondoka ni Mwema chake Mercy Masika, kibao ambacho kinatuelezea wema wake Mwenyezi Mungu, na hakika amekuwa mwema katika maisha yetu. Karibu sana mpendwa mtazamaji, mpendwa msikilizaji, tuweze kusukuma gurudumu la maisha. Jina langu ni Mercy Mbone.
Hey, come on. You know there's something about radio. Radio ni poa sana.
Sana. It's fun.
It's a lot of fun. Na wakati tu hiyo microphone huwa inapanda hivi. Kuna tu kitu inajitoke. I don't know if you feel that.
I know. You turn out to be someone very different.
Very different, yeah.
Tofauti kabisa.
So let me give you something very interesting. I do very early morning radio.
Yeah.
So that days I am so tired. I am out. So I'll put 2 pieces of music. Oh, I hope my boss is not listening to them. I'll take hizo music za 8 minutes. So 8 minutes, 8 minutes.
Bahati bukuku.
Bas, paka 12. So then I set my alarm. Niko nimechoka na set alarm. Paka 30 seconds to. Alarm ikiisha, you will be so amazed that nimechanga strength. Hiyo 2 minutes naenda hewani. Microphone ikipanda, wezi amini ni mtu alikuwa analala the last few minutes.
Ni mtu alikuwa chini.
I know.
Yeah, and so sometimes it's hard.
Yeah, I know, but the grace is sufficient.
True.
In all that. Karibu sana.
Asante.
It is really nice to have you, to host you. Hey, Mercy, you've gone through so much. Oh my God. Tuanze, umezaliwa wapi? Mwanzo uko wapi? Unafanya kitu gani sasa? Umezaliwa wapi? Tell us a bit about your beginnings.
Okay.
As you introduce yourself also.
My name is Mercy Mbone. I'm a radio presenter.
Right.
I work with Milele FM, the mid-morning host, as well as a gospel show on Sunday called Shangwe na Utukufu. Masimbona was born in Nandi County.
Oh, really?
I know many think I'm from Western. Yes, I'm from Western, but Baba alinunua shamba. So ali shift from Western, a place called Kaimosi.
Yes.
Akanunua shamba, Nandi County. A very small village called Kamime.
All right.
Yes, Kamime, Aldai constituency.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huko ni juu kidogo.
Yeah, iko kule
Sisi
juu.
boda, quite a bit.
You know Kobujoy?
Yes.
Unajua Kobujoy?
Najua
Yes, sasa
Kobujoy.
tuko katikati ya Serem na Kobujoy. There is a Kamime mahali hapo katikati.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's where I was born and raised. Because I went to Kamime Primary School. After Kamime Primary School, I went to Goibei Girls. Goibei Girls High School.
County.
Boarding section iko Nandi County.
Iko mpakani.
Tuition section iko Vihiga County. So yeah, okay. I went to Goibei Girls. And after Goibei Girls, I remember I stayed for a while kabla niende college.
Okay.
Between that moment, my family was going through some tough time.
Wow.
Our second born had died. Second born had died during that period. And it was a very heavy moment for my family. Because before that incident, we had lost my father.
So let's go. Let's go back. So, mwanzo mtu aliaga dunia wa kwanza was your dad.
Yes, my father.
What happened? Tell us how that proceeded.
My father died in 2002.
Okay.
I remember very well. I was in class 3. And at that time, my mom... I know. What a calculator. My mother was my teacher by then. My dad was a teacher. My mother she's now a retired teacher. So my dad died in 2002. I was in class 3. My mom was my teacher by then. So I remember that time, my dad just started getting sick. There is something that happened for him to start getting sick. I remember he got into a conflict with a certain group of people. And that night, I remember he came back home, amekatwa kichwa. And he was bleeding. I remember up to date huwa tunakumbuka kwa sababu venye alifika nyumbani alichukua Biblia ya mam, and he was bleeding, so damu ilikuwa inamwagika kwa Biblia. So after that incident, he now got sick. Really got sick. Because wale wenye walimuattack, alienda akawaripoti kwa polisi, and they vowed to finish him. That's what happened. Yes, so what happened, my dad alianza tu kufura, on the left side akaanza kufura. Akafura uso, akafura mkono, akafura mguu. And then the other side pia akaanza kufura hivyo. Akafura mwili wote. Akatembezwa hospitali zote, hakuna ugonjwa. So we nursed our dad until the time he died. By the time he died, alikufa akiwa amejikunja hivi. Mikono imejikunja hivi, miguu imejikunja tena hivi. Actually walivunja tu because hawakumpeleka mochari. So walivunja tu ile miguu, na kumbuka wakivunja na kushikia lia na mbao ndio aweze kukua kwa sanduku straight. And at that time I was very young. I didn't even know what was happening. We thought, okay, siku za baba zimefika, so dad died. And then tukaendelea na maisha. But 5 years down the line, our firstborn, his name was Wilkins. Our firstborn started getting sick. He had just finished Form 4, akaenda kutrain for mechanic. Amemaliza tu hivi training ya mechanic, he got sick. The same situation. Zunguka hospitalini, ugonjwa hauonekani. And I remember my dad died on 4th of August.
Right.
That was in 2002. In 2007, 5 years down the line, on 4th of August, saa 4 asubuhi, the same time dad died, our brother died. Our firstborn died. Again, we thought, okay, ni mapenzi ya Mungu, siku zake zimefika, ameaga. And then now it came to 2012. Our secondborn, he had just joined KDF. Alikuwa amemaliza training ya KDF. Ameenda Somali. Actually, they were among the first KDF soldiers kwenda Somali. Ameenda Somali. So he went to Somali but hakuka. After a month, he got really sick. He was airlifted back. So kurudishwa nyuma, napeleka hospitali ya ugonjwa uonekani. KDF wamejaribu kwa hizo hospitali zao, and the way they have the best facilities. Paka wakamleta nyumbani and told mom, hii atuelewi ni nini. Maybe you try prayers. Right. So at that time, new people started asking what is happening to our family. And then at that time, now that group that had attacked my dad, they came home and told us the truth that we are behind everything that is happening to this family. And if you don't do this and this and this guy is going to die. So they requested us to give them mahindi sijui gunia 50, ng'ombe 20 na vitu vingi tu. Wakakuja wakafanya mavitu zao hapo tambiko. They did a lot of things. Tukapewa mavitu tukakunywa, tukapewa mizizi tukakula. I remember at that time I had finished Form 4, so nilikuwa tu nyumbani. So it was so tough for my mom and our family, because now it's something that is in the public again. People are really talking, and at that time we have a sick brother. Ambaye saa hizo NDIEMA, my brother alikuwa amefura mpaka hakuna nguo inamtosha. Oh no. Amefura mwili, hakuna nguo inamtosha. His body from down kukuja mpaka hapa. Imebadilika ngozi na kanyoka. Kuna ngozi ya nyoka. So I remember that time kuna pasi alikuja kutuombea nyumbani. And when he came, he told us, it's true, these people are behind this. The only thing we can do is pray. Because whatever they're demanding for, hatuwezi tukapata. It's pray to God.
To turn things around.
And I remember that time when they are praying, and then the pastor told us, the spirit of your dad is still in this house. Now my dad, it's still in this house. And it's like these people are using that spirit to continue haunting this family. That there is something they did kwa kaburi ya baba when dad died. So this man, this pastor, remember alikuwa ametoka Kakamega. He told us, inabidi tuchimbue kaburi. That was in 2012. We buried dad in 2002.
10 years later.
10 years down the line. But believe me, tulichimbua ile kaburi, mwili wa babu ulikuja yoza.
What?
Yes. Umemea 2 molds.
Hivyo hivyo.
God. It was the most scariest thing
you've ever seen.
I've ever seen. It was scary. It was scary. And then now the memories. The memories and the talks. Because huyu ni mtu tulizika tu tumesahau. Umeenda kufukua mwili. Mpata mwili hujai kuoza. So I don't know what they did to the body. But the pastor told us we tuchome, and then we rebury, and then we pray. That happened, but after 2 weeks, unfortunately, I think mwili wa brother ulikuwa umeisha. He passed.
My God.
Yeah, he died.
So that's again 5 years.
5 years. And he died on 4th of August. The same day.
So 2002, 4th of August, your father died. 2007, 4th of August. 2012,
yes.
4th of August. Your brother eventually dies.
He dies. And I remember hata tukiwa kwa mazishi, our third born, akisema, I know I'm next. After 5 years, this will be happening. But I thank God for my mother. My mother is a very prayerful woman.
Right.
A very
Was she still a teacher then?
By then she was still a teacher, because she came and retired in 2017. In 2015, she was still a teacher then. So she decided.
Sorry, all this time, now you're old enough, you're able to.
I now understand. Yes.
What was going through your mind when you saw your father's body and what was happening to your brother?
It was tough.
How did you handle that?
It was so tough. Because right now, we believed we are going to, sisi wote tunaenda kuisha. Because that is what everybody is saying, and that's what you've been told. And at that time, I'm still so young. Imeniingia kwa akili. I lost a lot of friends, by the way. People now stopped associating with us as a family because they know this is a caste family.
That's true.
And I remember there is a friend of mine who said it. Akasema, I don't think I can continue being your friend because the family yenu you are caste.
They don't want the caste to pursue them as well. All right, hold it there, Mercy. We'll be coming back with Mercy MBONE. Oh my goodness. Wow, very heavy things. I mean, losing your father, your brother, same day, 5 years apart, and another brother. And these guys have the audacity to come and say, if you don't align, you'll keep losing and losing until all of you are gone. So when we come back, she'll be sharing with us what happened 5 years later. Did they lose another brother or sister? But more importantly, what has God done even in her life today? So don't go far. This is a defining moment.
Good marketing makes the company look smart. Great marketing makes the customer feel smart. Are you looking for a place to advertise your upcoming conference, church meeting, or ladies' meeting? Look no further. Elevate TV is offering you a chance to advertise from as low as 5,000 Kenyan shillings. Talk to us today. Call us on 0705 872237.
All right, welcome back to The Defining Moment. My name is NDIEMA. I'm with Mercy MBONE, a renowned, of course, radio presenter, award-winning, and oh my goodness, very powerful, powerful story. And I'm hoping that you'll be able to draw the lessons you need to draw from this story so that you can have a victorious Christian life. So if you're joining us, Mercy, raised in Nandi County, born and raised in Nandi County. One day the father comes home. He had a misunderstanding with some people. So he's bleeding. And those people vow that he will have to go down. Later on, he passes on in very, strange circumstances. 5 years later, same day, the brother passes on. Another 5 years again later, the second-born brother passes on. So here you are. Mm-hmm. When you lost your second-born brother, same day, and you see pastor had come and you had, inaitwaje ile?
Yeah.
Mmefukua. The English word has gone. Yeah. The body of your father and burnt it again and buried it.
Yeah.
There was an array of hope.
Yeah.
When the pastor came, but when your brother died,
it was so painful because when we did that, we believed or we thought that our brother would survive,
right,
and at least get us off that shame of this is a dying family.
Yeah.
That's what we thought. But I believe everything happens with a reason.
That's true.
Because I remember after burying my brother, our third born, kwa sababu he was a KDF, so KDF ndo walikuja kumzika. And I remember them promising my mom that tutachukua huyu kijana mwingine aingie KDF.
Right.
And just within that week ya kumzika there was recruitment. So they told my brother to make sure he goes for recruitment. And he went for recruitment. Right. And he was picked.
Okay.
So during that week there was something to smile about.
I can imagine, yes.
Yeah, there was something to smile about. He was picked.
Yeah.
But again, I remember that day when he went for recruitment and then came back home with the news he has been picked. Bado tulikuwa kwa mudi ya mazishi. It was 2 days after we've buried.
Wow.
Even people hawaja disperse wote.
Right.
And that night, tulivamiwa. Tulivamiwa na wezi. Wakaiba. I don't know how they did it, by the way. We've never understood. Because watu walikuwa bado wako kwa boma. Watu walituvamia wakaiba kuku zenye zilikuwa zimebaki. Wakaiba electronics. But anyway, my mom said maybe something worse could have happened.
Right.
But I think
bado mko morning watu wana.
Yes.
People have audacity.
Kuna watu washtuki. But the other day I was remembering that incident while on radio and I really laughed.
Now you can laugh about it.
I can laugh about
Yeah.
it. So my brother went for recruitment and my mom akatutoa wote nyumbani. Because now my brothers were thinking of tuhame.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Let's get out of this village. Let's just go somewhere far.
Yeah.
Tutoke tutwende. But my mom said no. Mimi mkinitoa hapa mnitoe na hizi makaburi zangu.
Where?
Sitoki.
Yeah.
So my mom told us you have to I was sent to Nairobi to live with my cousin.
All right.
My other brother was sent to Eldoret. My two other brothers were sent to Eldoret and the other one joined KDF. So alienda training.
All right.
So I stayed in Nairobi for like a year. My mom remained home na wajukuu because our firstborn alikuwa na watoto watatu. Na walikuwa nasoma. So alibaki nyumbani na wajukuu.
Right.
Yeah, so we stayed away for a while, but we used to go home, but alikuwa anatuambia hata ukikuja nyumbani usionekane. That fear.
Unaingia kwa giza. Let me tell you something so interesting, eh? Where we used to stay, where my mom used to work, I used to hear that thing a lot. There was one of my teachers, primary school teachers, whose son was one of those people who made it. Yeah. One of the people who did IT, you know, those years. So he was so successful. And I used to hear people speaking in undertones. He should never come here. He should never come. So tulikuwa nasikia tu msa alikuja jioni, asubuhi alishatoka.
Now that's how we used to go home.
So I remember one day, I think he had the audacity to say, kwani iko nini? So he came during the day, he was there for 2 days. Alikuwa amekuja kuintroduce girlfriend yake. He perished on a road accident at Naivasha while coming back to Nairobi. And you see everyone said, you see? Yeah,
let me tell you, I know some people believe hakuna uchawi, but I believe
no, it is there. If Satan is there,
yes,
it happens.
Definitely.
Yeah, but there's a bigger name.
Yeah, there is a bigger name who is God.
Yeah.
Because why I'm saying there is a bigger name who is God, my mom decided the only way I will get out of my family out of this shame,
I have to fight it.
I have to fight
right here.
Right here.
Oh my goodness.
I will remain here and I will shame the devil. She decided.
She was bold.
Yes, she decided prayer is the only way out.
Come on.
Yes. At that time, my mom was a teacher, but every Wednesday and every Tuesday and every Thursday, it was a fasting day.
Yeah.
So she used to go to class until around 11, and then after that she goes to church.
Wow.
To pray.
Wow.
And my mom used to pray a lot. Properly.
So what were the other guys saying? After,
a lot of people expected that in 2017 something is going to happen.
Yeah.
That is now after 5 years.
But
me included, I was very afraid.
So you were waiting for 2017. Oh my God. So
I was afraid.
2017 came?
2017 came.
January, February,
March, April, May, June, July, August.
The more you get closer to August,
the more you fear.
The more you fear.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
August ikaisha.
Kwanza hiyo tarehe ine ilipita.
I was still afraid.
So labda grace imeongezewa.
Maybe itafanyika. August ikaisha. September ikaisha. October ikaisha. November ikaisha.
Wow.
December ndio hiyo. I'm still afraid.
Yeah.
I remember on 31st, we went for easy kesha za kuvuka mwaka. It was at Dandora PAG because I was in Nairobi.
Right.
It was at Dandora PAG. That night I cried.
Oh my goodness.
NDIEMA, I cried.
That was victory on another level.
I cried. Wow. Because I knew tumevuka huu mwaka and therefore nothing is going to happen to that family. And if it happens, it won't be because of that.
Oh my goodness.
I knew we've conquered. I remember we went home after that and we held a Thanksgiving just to give thanks. Yeah. And our mom was telling us, my children, there is nothing that defeats God. Hakuna kitu kinamshinda Mungu. Binadamu atapanga yake, shetani ana mipango yake, lakini Mungu anatupangia mema.
Come on.
That's what our mom used to tell us. And from there, our third born is still alive. Our fourth born is still alive. Our fifth born is still alive. I'm the last born. We are all alive.
Praise God.
All alive. I remember people used to come home and ask my mother, what did you do? Because people expected hii itaisha, hii familia itaisha. There is a time another woman came and asked my mother, unaendanga kuroga wapi?
Anataka huyo mrogi.
Nataka huyo mrogi. How are you surviving?
Because this was a conversation in the whole village.
The whole village.
They knew that this is a caste family.
Yeah.
And they're going to die one after the other.
Yes. And you know, at that time, our third born sasa si yako KDF. Mwenye anamfuata, he was at that time he was a lecturer at Moi University in Eldoret. And then mimi sasa nimeingia media. 2017 I was at Milele as an intern.
Right.
Nimeingia media.
Yeah.
So people
That's
are like,
another very interesting story for another day.
For another day. So people are like, hii familia inaendelea.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Yeah.
So people came to ask my mom, what are you doing? Kuna mmoja alikuja kumwambia unaroganga wapi? Mama akamwambia come on Tuesday nikupeleke.
Kanisa.
Alimpeleka maombi.
Come on.
And the woman was like, akuka. Alitoka mbio.
Wow.
So that's how we conquered.
Come on.
And from then, I've gained strength.
Yeah.
And I have believed that there is nothing that can defeat God.
Wow.
No matter how tough or how big it may look like.
That's right.
Ndiema hakuna kitu kinaweza mshinda Mungu.
Amen.
Hakuna kitu kinaweza mshinda Mungu.
You know, Mercy, I think let's just touch a bit on this because we still have a few more minutes.
Yeah.
When you came to Nairobi, you also came, remember your father is not there, two of your brothers are gone, so you were struggling at home.
It was a struggle, even to go through college.
Yeah.
It was a struggle.
Right.
I remember mimi nilimaliza college na siku graduate because I couldn't do exams.
Yeah.
I didn't have school fees.
Right.
So I had to go out there. Nilikuwa nafanya internship in a certain radio station in Kibera.
Yes.
But I'm doing part-time.
Yeah.
Nilikuwa nauza madawa, natembea nikiuza madawa. Ndio nipate pesa to sustain myself and to go pay my exams and to graduate.
Yeah.
And that's how I got money to go pay for my exams. Nikafanya mitihani, nika graduate for my diploma.
Wow.
And after that sasa ndio nikakuja kusukumana na
And you
hii
had
media.
a passion for media.
I love
doing
media.
Sports.
Yes.
Especially sports. Which team do you support? EPL?
Manchester United.
Oh, sorry.
Really?
It's a bad season, yeah? It's not a good season.
It's a bad season, but it happened.
That's sports right there. Yeah. So looking at all this and where you are today, the other brothers are alive. Yeah. They are well. God has blessed them. And the children to your brother, how are they now? They're all alive as well?
They are all alive and they're doing well. I remember one is in Form 4. Doing exam from this month actually.
Oh, great. Yes. This
and then there is another one in Form 3.
All right.
And then there is another one in Form 2.
Wow.
So, yes.
Wamegrow hivyo, eh?
Wamegrow. And I remember like huyu mwenye ako Form 2, she never saw her dad. Baba yake akikufa in 2007, alikuwa tumboni 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah. But here she is.
Look at God.
Yeah.
Yeah. God has sustained all of them.
All of them. And maybe just to touch on something, and something I've really learned from my mother. Yeah. My mother is resilient. I don't know if that is the right word to use.
If you see, you're very resilient. One day when we share your journey to media, Mercy, you are so resilient. I really admire that. Yeah. I can only imagine how resilient your mother is.
Yeah, she's very resilient. Because just for 2 minutes, I'll try and rush it.
Yes.
In 2018, my mom was diagnosed with cancer. Yeah, in 2018, she was diagnosed with cervical cancer at stage 4.
Oh no.
Yes.
Stage 4.
Stage 4.
That's death sentence, right?
That is death. We saw her going, but she was told afanye chemo. And the day the doctor told her that, she said one thing. I'm not sick.
Hey?
She said, I'm not sick. Alisema hii ni pepo. That is the word she used. Cancer ni pepo. I'm not sick. Mmesema nifanye chemo. I will do it. But after those 6 rounds, I should be well.
Come on.
That's what she said.
Wow.
And she started doing chemo. And after 6 rounds of chemo, she was declared free of cancer.
Come on.
Yes. Hey, she was declared free of cancer.
That's a powerful faith woman, no?
My mom, yani unasikianga that faith that can move mountain. That's what she has.
It.
She believes in God in everything she does because of where God took us from. And then tukaka, and then it came to last year, the cancer came back.
Oh my.
It came back now full force. Ina ilikuja na gia ingine mbaya.
Right.
There is a time doctors gave up earlier this year in May. Walituambia now we cannot do anything, just take mom back home and do home nursing and show her love and pray for her because siku zimebaki sio nyingi sana. That is the report that the doctor gave us.
Yeah.
I was called nikiwa show. Hata sikumaliza last hour. And on that very day, by the way, it was the day I was supposed to go and shoot my first song, Jipe Moyo. That song gave me strength, Jipe Moyo.
That's right. Your mom is alive today. She's fighting.
Very alive.
She's fighting.
She's fighting.
She's not giving up.
She's that woman mwenye leo mtapata amelala, but tomorrow utapata ameamka.
All right, let's pause it here. we will do another part of this just to hear your story and get to, dig deep about that faith. I really admire that. Yeah. But thank you for coming and sharing your story. We will definitely have you so that you can also share about your music and other things. Thank you so much, Mercy.
Thank you so much for having me.
And may God keep you going. That faith your mother had, or rather has, may you tap into it.
Amen.
And may it be a blessing to you.
Amen.
All right, Mercy Mbone, right here with us. Oh, such a powerful story. I know, and I know that you can still believe in God in the heavy things you're going through today. God is able to deliver you and to bring freedom. All right, thank you very much for being with us. We'll meet again next week. Baraka Tele.